Why can't we be friends? What you doing on YouTube? I thought you was leaving YouTube. I'm hot. I thought you was leaving YouTube. Why are you still on here? Huh, fellow? I thought you was leaving YouTube, buddy. That's what you said. I love that video, okay? Yeah, man, I told DCFN I was going to get him. I'm just not uploading videos for now. All right, Bubba. Well, thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, I told DCFN I was going to get him for his dad's cake. I wasn't going to let him slide with that shit. No fucking way. He wasn't getting past me with that shit. Like, you got to pay. Like, you gonna get a cake because Dad's got cut? Oh, boy. I told him I was going to get him. So tonight, we'll be commenting on videos. I can't leave you guys like that. Good for you to stick around, brother, you know? Good for you to stick around, man. You know, season coming closer, OTAs coming, you know, they'll be in Oxnard. Ron Smith in the house. What's up, brother? You know, the team will be heading to Oxnard soon, you know? Hey, Ron, I'm living life, dog. I'm chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm just living good. Thank you for asking. I'm just living, dog. Appreciate you asking, Ron. It's always good to hear from you, bro. You always come through, you know, whether it's 5 minutes. I like Mike Gallup telling T. Will, I don't like body catchers, shots fired. He think he's saying some good, but T. Will's a veteran on that team, and that's not a way to enter a locker room as a rookie. That's not a way to enter a new locker room with guys who already been there with T. Will. That's not a good first impression, you know. Allen Hurns didn't come in and say nothing like that. Deontay Thompson didn't come in and say nothing like that. See, this shit falls back just like me. Live like to the fullest. That's what I go by. Live it, bro. Live it. When I booked my Vegas trip for July, I thought I was gonna be pissed, but I was so happy I booked it. I was so happy I booked it, man. Desmond, where you been, bro?
What's up, man?
Who is Cowboy? Oh, man. I got Cowboys abroad in here. What's up, brother?
Ain't nothing to it, man. What's happening?
Oh, man, you got a big dog, man. I'm just chilling, man. What you know good, man?
Yeah, man. Chilling too, dog. Chilling too.
Man, I got the man, one of the top dogs on this motherfucker. Cowboys abroad, man. It's a pleasure to have you on here, dog.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to be on here, man. There's only one big dog, man, and that's DJ Crown J.
Oh, man. I'm jealous, bro. You in a whole nother country, man.
Yeah, man. You know, man, that way, man, you know, Trump blow up, man, in America, man, you know, I'm already safe, man. I just got to figure out how to get my kids out.
I know. I know, bro. So, how long you been over there, man?
I've been over here 2.5 years, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I was in the Army for 20 years, and I retired out. I went to go work for the Air Force as a contractor for a couple of years, and then I was but I wanted to get on the government side. Where I was at, there was only 4 spots. Hey, and I was kind of new guy, writings on the wall. That wasn't happening anytime soon. You know, man. So I figured, man, I come over here, man, and I figured I come over here for 2 years going back. But when I got over here, man, I just liked it. I just liked it, man. It was a good deal for me. It was a good deal for me, man. Hey, man, look at my view outside, dog. Look at my view out. Look at my view out here. This is my house, dog.
Oh my fucking! Don't do this to me, bro. Don't
my
do
house, dog.
Oh, stop doing this. Don't do this.
Man. So it was like, man, I mean, shit, when I got over here, man, shit, I was like, man, shit, hell, I can't just leave just yet. Can't leave yet.
Not getting personal, but is the money good?
Yeah, man, the money, man, man, I made, man, about 75. I make about 75,000 a year. I make about 55,000 a year, man. But then I get a housing benefit that pays for this house, all the utilities separate from that, you know. So overall, man, I think, man, when you add up our benefits and all that shit, man, I think I probably pull about 120.
Ooh, I don't even want to talk, boy. Shout out to you, man. Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. Welcome, Cowboys Abroad on my channel for the first time, man. Welcome, my bro, on the channel, man. Like, we both been following my Cowboys family for a while. We go at it in the comments. We've been on there, you know, we debate, man. We do all that. But tonight, I'm hoping we on the same accord. We're going to talk a little offense tonight, man.
Offense? Hey, man. I think we shipping up all right on offense. I think we'll be fine. But it all really depends on, man, which direction, man, the coaches really want to take us. I mean, man, we got a lot of new faces, a lot of new weapons, and all depends on, man, how they want to take us. You know, man, you and I, we talked about this before. You and I talked about this before, man. What we need to do, man, is just, you know, Dak does good ball distribution. We just need to line up our guys, man, spread them out, man. Spread them out, hit the open guy. Keeping them defense honest. You know, when they think, man, they can cover us on the outside, hand the ball, man. What they say, all or nothing, hand the ball to 2-1.
That's what like said. So you don't got that to hand it to 2-1 and get out of there.
Yeah, just hand the ball to 2-1 and let him do what he do.
Yo, everybody in the comments is shouting you out. Desmond, Ron Smith, Cowboy X Factor, they all shouting you out, bro.
Shit, I don't even see the comment. Let me get my damn iPad at. I need to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to the YouTube. You're gonna have to go to my YouTube page and see. They all shouting you out. The whole crew shouting you out in the comments, man. Desmond, where you been, bro? Working class Cowboys. What's up, man? What's up, man? Yo, so yeah, my thing about the offense, bro, you know, like you said, bro, this is a lot of new people. This is a lot of new people. I mean, yep. Dak had trouble throwing the ball to people that he had already had a year with. So we're talking about new people. Sometimes it's not talent. Sometimes it's just a connection that you got to have with your quarterback. And I'm hoping that these guys will get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm at with it, man. I want this to work so bad.
But Dak, man, wasn't having in the beginning of the season. Dak wasn't having no damn problems. As a matter of fact, man, we had about 5 games, man. We put up over 30 points on people. You know, man. You know, Dak was hitting Rod Smith. He hit Rod. One game he hit Rod Smith. Hit Cole Beasley. Hit Dad. Man, I mean, he was there, man. Dude was on fire. He wouldn't have no problem connection. Man, it was that damn Atlanta game. Why? You know, man, I hate to say it, man, but it's true, man. Our damn coaches let fucking Dak take that damn beating. Didn't do nothing about Chaz Green. Man. Just left Dak, man, seeing shadows after that. You know, man, he just wasn't the same player after that. He started rushing his reads. stressing his reads, trying to hurry up and get the ball out, wasn't reading the entire field, man. And so, he got uncomfortable. He got uncomfortable, man, because he didn't have no confidence that the side man was going to be blocked up. And I can't really say I blame him, and so after that, he wasn't the same player. But up until then, shit, hell, Dak was doing his damn thing.
Man, before we go to my bro game changer, so let me ask you this, Cowboys Abroad. What is the key to a real successful season? Not an 8-8, not a 9-7. With all our new players, what do we have to do in 2018 to possibly get in the playoffs and finally get past the first round? I know I'm speaking way down the line, but what do the team have to do to finally break this fucking stigma they got on us that we can't win a playoff game, or we ain't been down in this many years, or we ain't won a Super Bowl in this long? With these new players we got, they say they adapted to that. What must we do this year to make the Cowboys 2018 season successful?
Well, I think a lot of what we need to do, we've already done. One of our biggest problems, we didn't have any depth. We didn't have any depth in position. Now that we got some depth at linebacker position, we got some depth at linebacker position, we got some depth at the line, we got some depth at the line. Hey, we're finally moving down Byron Jones to corner. I think, man, we pick up a reliable safety, man. I think we'll be all right. Our biggest problem last year, man, is, I'm sure I'm not the only one to remember, man, that Jeff Heath and damn Anthony Brown was back there, just got torched for like 8 or 9 games. And so I think when we pick up a reliable safety, and count on our depth and rotate our people in and out, I think we'll be fine. I think we got the squad to make it this year. But as it stood, we didn't have any answer. When Sean Lee went out of the game, we didn't have any answer. When Tyrod Smith went out of the game, we didn't have an answer. Now we got good players and they can back our guys up, and I think we'll be good.
My bro, game changer, man. Bro, first of all, shout out to you for coming on here, bro. I told y'all we was gonna do it. Couple of questions, man. What went wrong last year on the offense, and what we got to do this year on the offense?
What went wrong on the offense last year? We stopped running the ball. We stopped running. The run game was so successful, but we relied on Dak so much in the passing game, knowing he's not mentally like he's not like Romo. We tried to turn Dak into Romo, which he's not. We went away from the run, and it showed in week 2 and so on. Just like that Atlanta game, we was tearing them up on the run game. We was tearing them up, and then we just started knowing Chaz Green gave up multiple sacks in the first half, and then we came back out the second half and ran the ball. But then we went away from that. And you see what happened. The end result got blown out. Only scored 1 touchdown that game. Got embarrassed. And this year, all we need to do is run the ball with Zeke. Let Dak manage the game. Run the ball. Run the ball. Let Dak manage the game. Spread the ball, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, man. The problem with running the ball, man, is we got to be able to keep the defense honest. Because we're not the only one. We're not the only ones. No, we want to run the ball. Everybody.
I know. I'm saying no.
We want to run the ball.
Well, no. What I'm saying is make them respect it. I'm not saying just run the ball like 50 times. I'm saying run that ball like that is the key to success. That's what had us 13-3 running the ball, making defenses respect us. And when they start creeping up on that line, just spread the ball with Dak. It's simple as that, because Dak is not going. I don't think he's ever going to be a gunslinger in his career, but he'll manage the game. He's a surgeon. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good way to win. Just let them respect the run.
But isn't that right there is where the opposing team make their money at? Ain't that when the opposing team make their money when you say it's simple as run with Zeke, and then when they figure it out, spread the ball? Well, teams know what we do. So that's when I feel like athleticism and real talent has to come in. We can get them tired. We can run the ball with Zeke. But sooner or later, when they catch that breath, they're going to realize that this is a play action. So that's when I think athleticism had to come in. That's when I think that accuracy really has to go up this year. I think the new receiver we got really got to show up this year. So it ain't just run the ball, spread the ball. Athleticism kicks in because, like Cowboys abroad say, teams know what the Dallas Cowboy plans are. They looked at the way we drafted and they know. They see we got a guard in the second round. They see we got Fleming. They see we got Marcus Martin. They see Tyron Smith to back. We got a blocking tight end. They know what the Dallas Cowboys going to do. God willing, Zeke will be back for 16 games. You know what I'm saying? So they know what we're going to do. So when it's time for the defense to make their money, cornerbacks to make their money, linebackers to make their money, that's when I think athleticism got to show up. That's when the Cowboys got to prove that drafted Michael Gallup was right. Cutting Dez Bryant was right. Getting Cedric Wilson was right. That's when they got to prove that. So it's not all on the running game, and it ain't just that, because if it was that simple, anybody with a decent running back and a decent quarterback that can run the ball and spread the ball would be successful. Athleticism is a part of this. You know
now that's where I think the versatility comes in with getting Tavon, Alawale, Rod Smith. You know, Rod Smith he took a slant for 80 yards. The versatility in the backfield. That's why I'm glad. Like at first, before the draft, I wasn't so excited. You know, I wasn't excited about this offense, but I realized what the Cowboys are doing. They trying to make this offense versatile. Like they're gonna hit you with different stuff. I'm not saying just run heavy. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying run. You know, put a little trickery in it. You know, be spontaneous, because that's our offense has been bland, has been predictable for a long time. That's why I think Tavon, Alawale, Rod Smith comes into play. You know, and I'm glad we picked up Bo too. Like this backfield is nasty, very nasty.
Hey man, we got to keep some duct tape on the sideline for Bo, man. You know that dude, man. You know he put together, man, with spandex and duct tape. You know, dude, man, got two bad knees and a broken leg. You know, man, that dude, man.
I'm watching the game when he broke his leg. He broke a leg against Clemson.
He falling the Frank Gore program.
Wow. Yeah, good point, man. Real good point. So I think we got our hands full. And like somebody said in the comments, when teams figure out the run game and the spreading the ball, then athleticism and scheme got to kick in. This one I look at the coaches like, okay, they know we're going to play action. Give us a play good enough. Give us a play where you spread that ball good enough, where they don't know who's getting the ball. Give us a play where Michael Gallup can get maybe open for a split second so Dak could do his magic. Scheme is going to be a big part of this year, because everybody knows what the Dallas Cowboys do. The Dallas Cowboys tried to be the 2016 Cowboys without the people that made the 2016 Cowboys. They tried to be it without Zeke, Tyron, and Sean Lee. It wasn't possible. They thought Alfred could step in for Zeke. You know what I'm saying? They thought Chaz Green and Byron Bell could step in for Tyron Smith. You know what I'm saying? Sean Lee being gone off that defense, I don't know what happens when he's gone. Like, everybody just lose their nuts. So I feel like a lot of things the Cowboys weren't prepared for happened. I hope it made them better. Well, it seemed like it did, because the depth I'm still not happy with Van Der Esch. I'm sorry.
No, DJ. Let me say this. It's solely not just on the defense when Sean Lee is out. The offense had struggled. When Sean Lee was out, the offense struggled. The defense played their heart off in the first half. But what happens on defense when you're in for a long time? You get tired. You're chasing people. You don't know, you're chasing people. They were tired. So that's why we gave up points in the second half. If you ain't noticed, in the first half, we hold teams under at least 10 points. Do that that street. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just Sean. I understand how Sean Lee is that good, but it's just not. Oh, Sean Lee's out. We're gonna lose. No, both parts of offense and defense have to do their part for us to win. It's just not one part. That's not how you win Super Bowls in this league. And that's my thing. It's not like I'm not like the defense just played. I think it played better than the offense last year. Offense had too many inconsistencies. That's my take.
Hey man, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, man. And you know, and we agree on something. We agree on something that you do need your offense to click some. But at the end of the day, man, when you 7-9, you can't. I don't give a damn. Your defense can't give up no damn 3-4 touchdowns in the second half. It just can't happen. I don't give a damn how tired you are. You can't be giving up those kind of damn leads. You know, that was a couple of those games, man, that we were in the game. We were down by 3. One game we were up by. One game we were up by 2. I mean, you let them guys come back, man, and put up damn 30 points in the second half. That's on your damn defense. Now, the offense can help out, but one of the things I'm so tired of. I'm tired of people, man, saying that we need our offense, man. We need our offense, man, to carry out their defense. And fuck that. Our defensive players, they get paid to play. And they need to get out there, man. They need to get out there and make the shit happen. I mean,
now when you talk about we gave up 3 touchdowns. What game is this? The Rams game?
Yes, the Rams game. Yes. And the Atlanta game, and the Atlanta game, and the Philly game.
No, let's not talk about the Atlanta game because that's nowhere near on the defense. That is solely on. Like, I'll agree on that Rams game, except like I think we had 3 straight 3-and-outs in that Rams game, but the Atlanta game, let's not count that on the defense because the offense gave up 8 sacks to a scrub, bro.
But that don't mean the defense had to give up the points though.
I'm not saying they have to give up the points. I'm saying you chasing people around. You're gonna get tired. Any defense. It don't matter if you're Minnesota. It don't matter if you're Denver.
But look though, here's my thing, man. Bro, this is football. That football field, 100 yards, bro. You know what this game is. You got weight rooms and conditioning coaches for a reason. You get paid. There's a possibility you can play the whole game. Jalen Ramsey does not come out the game. Now, you might say they don't be on the field as long as other defenses because they get the job done. But with Tom Brady, they was on the field pretty damn long. There wasn't no getting tired. They stayed in there. I'm not going to put our loss to the goddamn Chargers on our offense. Phillip Rivers, 430 or 450. I'm going to continue to bring this up. That was all defense. Yes, Dak has to score. But at the same time, once the defense get out there, I'm tired, coach. Much as Marinelli like to swap out, how the hell are you tired? How are you tired? Marinelli swap out more than anybody. I don't even see teams that do this. That man, look, man, something got to be done about that defense. I'm still not satisfied because we ain't put no safety back there, bro. You still not getting what I'm saying.
You still not getting what I'm saying. I'm saying it's on the offense and defense. They both had inconsistencies all through the year, but it was through that stretch without Zeke. That stretch without Zeke, it was all on the offense. The offense let us down. Offense let us, even when he came back, the offense let us down. Offense, we almost lost to some scrubs in week 17. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was the first half. The offense carrying us. Defense came. Remember, we had rebuilt a whole new secondary. You gotta remember that, a whole new secondary. We released like five DBs. Then we got rookies coming out of there. We got Cheeto. He developed. We got Jordan Lewis. He developed through the year. He was just there. He's clutch, but he was just there. Then we got Byron. He can't get us an interception. But still, yeah, we had 5 new DBs. We drafted a lot of DBs to make up. I don't expect any normal rookie to come in there and just tear it up. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm not saying tear it up. But I'm saying contain. Keep Phillip Rivers from getting almost 500 yards.
And you got to remember it was hurt though in the offseason. You got to remember it was hurt now.
I'm talking about Thanksgiving.
Are you talking about let's talk about Thanksgiving. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. It's more of
6. Phillip Rivers 434, 3 touchdowns. Dak Prescott.
Well, what was the score in the first half? What was the score in the first half? We were still in the game.
Well, the fact that the score was 28-6, it couldn't have been that far off. The score.
I know what I'm saying is we still like defense kept us in the game. I watched the game. The defense, like DJ, bro. Like my point that like you're not even getting my point. I'm saying it's not solely on the offense or defense. It's on both of them. That's what I'm saying.
And I keep saying I hear you. I know. But what I'm saying is, but hear what I'm saying.
What about that Seahawks game? What about the Seahawks game? Can we talk about that? If you want to talk about that Chargers game.
Okay. Let's talk about it then. The score was 6-0. We played against a third string. What was the score when we played against these real starters? 37-9.
You had cut out. My bad. You had cut out. No, I said you had cut out. My bad. Say it again. Yeah.
I said let's talk about it then. The score was 6-0. We couldn't get past 6 on a third string. But you know what happened when we played their motherfucking starters? 37-9.
Hey man,
who are we talking about? We talking about
the Eagles.
Oh, you talking about the Eagles?
Season, man. We were trying to get out of there without getting.
I said Seahawks game. I said you want to talk about it.
We're just trying to get out of there without getting hurt, man. That game, man, is man, that's an anomaly, man. We were already out of the playoffs. We just didn't want to get out there and people hurt. Hey, and that, we can't really count that.
SpaceCowboy said it was 0-3 at the halftime versus the Chargers.
Exactly, and what did the offense do? They did nothing. That's my point. If you wanna talk about the defense inconsistency, we can talk about the offense in that Seahawks game. We can talk about them. Seattle only had 160 yards of total offense throughout the whole game. We still lost. And who was that on? Not on the defense. We can talk about that.
I swear to God, I hear you. I keep telling you, I understand what you're saying. But my point is, we addressed offense so heavily this offseason. And the main reasons that we got beat up, in my opinion, Target, they let the fucking fat running back from Denver bust us. They let Phillip Rivers go over top like nobody was even on defense. So what I'm saying is we should have got a safety early in the draft, and we should have got not a Van Der Esch. That's what I'm saying. That's why I still worry. I'm not worried about the offense. We'll figure that we got Zeke.
That's what I want to get.
This is what I'm telling you. Ezekiel Elliott is back. Who can I say is back on our defense that I'm happy for? I can't say no. I can't say I'm happy for nothing about the defense.
Yeah, man.
So you're not excited about the rookies? The rookies we picked up?
Yeah, man. But I think we got Van Der Esch for two. I think we got Van Der Esch for 2 reasons, man. And really one, and that's the fact, man, that he can play all 3 positions, man. And so he's like our hitches replacement. And what he does is he gives us the flexibility, man, to cover down, man. If Sean Lee was to get hurt, he gives us the opportunity, man, to be able to shuffle to shuffle the linebackers around. Because we know, man, that Sean Lee only give us about 10 games a year. And so we needed somebody that was going to be able to plug and play in different positions. And Leighton Van Der Esch was really the only real linebacker, man, that could come in there, man, and play all 3 positions. The other guys, man, they were great at one position, but we needed somebody with a little bit more versatility, man, that could play that hit just like role, that could just be solid, that we can plug and play at the Mike Will or Sam. I think that's why I like Van Der Esch. His stock, man, was so up and so high, and why we were so high on him. I agree with you.
Yeah,
and I agree with you. I agree with you, man. I was looking for a safety. I thought we should have got a safety early in the round. If we wasn't gonna get a safety, I thought maybe we were gonna trade that 2nd or 3rd round pick, man, to pick up Earl Thomas. We were gonna do something to address the safety situation.
Don't forget, it's still some good free agents out there, though. It's still some good free agents out there.
We didn't do none of that. We didn't get Earl Thomas. We didn't get Honey Badger. We didn't get Honey Badger. We didn't get a top round draft pick. And safety was killing us. I'm telling you, like 9 or 10 games, damn Anthony Brown and Jeff Heath, man, got us burnt for multiple touchdowns.
Yeah. So. Facts. Simus, I seen him play. I seen Van Der Esch play. My dad is a diehard Boise State fan. I seen him play. I've been seeing him play. That's why earlier on mock drafts, I said I hope the Cowboys ain't eyeing Van Der Esch from Boise State, and people was like, "Who is that?" So my dad's a Boise State fan, so I knew who Van Der Esch was before he came to the Cowboys.
Van Der Esch is going to. Let me tell you. Oh, okay.
Y'all, once if offensive line, and they're gonna look at this tape. Boise State versus Oregon. When offensive linemen get up to second level of block and they get their hands on Van Der Esch, he's done. Watch the Oregon versus Boise State game. He flashed, but man,
he's not going to be. Hey, and that's the point I'm getting to. He's not going to be used for that. He's going to be used for his coverage ability. His ability to cover space. It covers, bro. He's not a thumper. He's not a thumper like Jalen. He can't stop the run like Sean Lee, but he can cover better than both of them. And that's what I think we're using him for, more of those nickel packages. I think we'll still use Damian Wilson in the base packages, but we'll use him in the nickel packages, probably on third down.
He hit too damn soft for me.
He talking like Byron Jones.
I like my linebackers, man, to lay people out.
As a linebacker, bro, you linebackers are thump. That's their tag. That's their brand.
That's why I wanted Tremaine Edmonds. That's who I really wanted. I had to turn my TV off when we drafted Van Der Esch. Boy, I was
Deshaun Elliott. Yeah, that's one thing, man. Oh man, who in here, man?
But we might have a gem with these undrafted free agents. Cause remember Mary Church.
Hold up. I got bro in here, man. Yo, got the bro Simons on here, man. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Man, I hear you, man. You ain't liking the Van Der Esch talk, man. What you got, man?
Listen, man. I just think everybody need to pump their brake. I was in there. I seen, like I tell everybody, I'll always say it was the day I seen 1,000 Cowboy fans leave. And when they called that, I'm sitting there, and I see them call that pick. I heard a pause, and I watched all these people get up and leave. And one of the main things I heard walking out of AT&T Stadium was, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And I keep explaining to people, he is going to work. I mean, if the neck is okay, he's going to be fine. You have someone said it, you have a thumper, you have a protector, you have an enforcer. That's how I look at defense. Them X's and O's and all that shit, I'm sorry, but all that don't matter to me. It's just you got a protector, an enforcer, and somebody that's going to hold it down for us. And that's how I look at this. I like the linebacking core. I think people are just pushing the panic button too fast and not giving these dudes a chance, man. Give them a chance. People going to like Van Der Esch because it'll make me mad because then I'll hear, oh, I didn't like it. Look, I wanted Derwin James like everybody else. When he dropped that far, I was expecting for them to just shoot up because I knew the Rams was going to take the best player available. We talked about it. It was like, they got to go now. They got to do it now. If they don't do it, James is gone. James left. I will never lie to nobody. Van Der Esch was second on my board. I was one of very few people that were like, okay, fine. In the second round, I thought we were going to get Elliott. I did. I was like, okay, they're going to get Elliott. I wasn't tripping. So it must be something that this staff, and I'm not talking about the Three Stooges. So when I talk about our coaching staff, I ain't talking about Three Stooges. I'm not talking about Marinelli, Garrett. I'm talking about the new faces. I'm talking about the guy that, Chris Richards. I'm talking about him. It must be something about Xavier Woods and Kayvon Frazier and all these guys that he liked to make them don't want to get a safety. I like this crew. We need to give them a chance. I like the secondary. It's younger. I like Van Der Esch. And I will say it, I'm riding with Van Der Esch. I'm riding with the kid from Kansas. I think the defense is going to be younger, faster, better. People need to give it a chance because you can't sit here now and say, oh, I don't like this or oh, I don't like that. And then come November, if they like 7-2 or some shit and you dick riding, that's gonna piss me off. Like, I mean, that's gonna piss me off.
I got my bro SpaceCowboy17, bro.
What's going on? I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. I want to let you guys talk, but I guess I'll say my whole piece on Van Der Esch. For me, I was upset at the pick initially because I felt that you could have traded down and still gotten the guy, but I didn't know how far you were going to trade down, and that's what I kind of got worried about. For me, I don't hate Van Der Esch as a player. A lot of people got mad at me because they're like, why are you getting mad about like us taking Van Der Esch at 19? The problem is about the position you took him at. Look, my whole thing is this. A lot of people were freaking out over the pick because linebacker was a safe and good pick. It wasn't like the flashy pick like taking a receiver. Think about this. Remember a couple years ago when Johnny Manziel was on the board? A lot of people were like, oh, man, we need a quarterback. Then they took Zach Martin, and people got mad because it wasn't the flashy pick. That's how I feel like Van Der Esch was. People want to compare it to the Travis Frederick situation, but that's not true because we traded down to still get him. Okay? So for Van Der Esch, he is the linebacker that fits your scheme. He's a coverage middle linebacker, something that the Cowboys have been lacking. You know, you could bring up Sean Lee, but to me, Sean Lee, he's not really a coverage linebacker. He's more of that guy that tells people where to go, and he's a really good run stopper. You have Jalen Smith, who I think he's not good at the middle of the field. He's good at the strong, the Sam, because I've seen him play there, and he looked very good.
Yeah.
So for me, I love what the Cowboys did in this draft. You're promoting as much competition as possible. I'm not upset. I'm a bit upset that we didn't take a safety, but I'm, not shocked because I feel like they're confident in Kevon Frazier. They're confident in Xavier Woods. They're confident in Jeff Heath. And my whole thing is people were like, well, why did we take a quarterback in the 5th round? Because people – sorry, I'll finish up with this statement. People don't understand. It's all about promoting competition. If you have someone that's complacent, there's no need to drive to be better. That's my whole thing.
Listen, I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry. if they would have went with the sexy pick and would have got Calvin Ridley or any of them wide receivers, listen to me, and I mean this when I say this. If they would have done that and them fools would have put up Terrence Williams numbers, if it was 8, let's just say 775, 5 touchdowns, everybody would have raised hell. And let's just say if Van Der Esch would have went later on and would have went somewhere and just had a great damn season and probably would have been talked about for defensive rookie of the year, you know what everybody would have been saying? Because you know how Cowboy fans work. Oh, we should have got him. I'm telling you, this dude right here is good. I'm out here in the Mountain West. We watch this. We watch it. My son was just talking about it right now before he walked out. We watch Mountain West football. We're out here on the West Coast. We watch it. This kid is a Mike linebacker. He is what we need. We have not had this kind of consistent Mike linebacker since Rolando McClain. Matter of fact, I tell everybody he reminds me of a tall white Dexter Coakley. He reminds me of a Dat Win. He reminds me of somebody that can attack. I know there's some raw things about him, but I'm telling you, people, I'm not saying just this year. I'm talking 3-4 years down the line. People will appreciate this pick. I think this is a great pick. I like him. Yes, I wanted Darwin James like everybody else, but he was number 2 on my board, and I'm going to stand with it. I know a lot of people, like I said, I was there. I seen everybody's reaction. This kid got booed worse than Donovan McNabb in 99. I was there. And I tell everybody that. This kid got booed hard. I don't know what they showed on TV because I haven't watched it. They booed the hell out of this kid. And if people don't like it, that's cool. But it's just, I like this kid. He was number 2 on my board. I mentioned it on the MCF feed a couple of times. People going to appreciate it. Nope, sorry, folks. It wasn't a sexy pick. I like Michael Gallup. That was my other guy. When we got Gallup, great, fine. I moved on from it. It was like, okay, we got Gallup. A lot of people don't know who he is. Everybody you can't just go by. I tell everybody, people feed into the hype of YouTube videos. You can't go expect that talent that you're going to see in a YouTube clip with the Migos playing you're not going to get that every day. You have to understand some of these dudes. If you sitting there and Lil Yachty them are playing, and you see this boy catching them one-handed passes and woo woo woo, you're feeding into the wrong hype. That was the problem with that was the problem with all these mock drafts. Nobody had it right. Nobody. Sorry, Space Cowboy. Nobody had it right.
No, yeah, like that's my thing. Like no, like my whole thing was that I was just doing them for the fun of it. Like I wasn't like me personally, I don't really care. Like it's just something I like doing. But you know, and my whole thing is that when it comes to the mock drafts, obviously you're not going to be 100% right. You know, and for me, and this is something I also wanted to mention, and I don't want to, you know, like people tell me like, oh, you know, behind the scenes, oh man, why don't you guys just tank? Because you could get a better draft pick. Because this is why you don't tank. Because if you tank, right, you know what happens? You do not know the whole picture of your team, right? For example, if, you know, and people compare it to basketball, basketball's different because, you know, that has a whole different structure. But if you tank, I don't know what team I'm looking at, right? Let's say the Cowboys tanked and they ended up going 5-11, right? And they still took Van Der Esch. Who cares? Because just because you have a better draft pick doesn't mean that team isn't going to still take the same player. You see what I mean? And that's what irritates me. And not only that, who the frig wants to tank when you're still in playoff contention? That's what annoys me about when people tell me, well, if we tanked, we would have gotten Darren James. That's BS because they still would have taken LVE. That's my problem. It's just like tanking isn't going to solve anything.
Yo, before I go back to Gamechanger and Cowboys Abroad, Simus, I want to get your opinion on what the fuck the Cowboys got to do this year to have a successful season. Simus.
Good God. So I would try to make this as brief as possible.
Bro, take your time, man. Take your time.
First of all, chemistry.
Okay.
Now I watched All for Nothing. We look like shit. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about on the field. I watched my team play grab ass to Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. Like, come on, man. Yep. I'm not happy about that kind of stuff. We've got to get some fucking chemistry going on here, folks. And that ain't it. I mean, I need some team unity. I need more than just some dude sitting around saying he's my brother. I need you to go out there on the field and show this is my brother. I'm tired of this shit. It just seems like stop talking about it. Like Michael Gallup. Dude, don't get on Twitter throwing subliminals. If you can catch with your hands, I need you on 3rd and 7 to get your ass out there and catch with your hands. Zeke, stay away from white women. I need you to stay off the boats in Lake Louisville. I need you to stop fucking around. I need you to be consistent. Dak, show the world that you are a Cowboys quarterback. Because I'm going to be blunt and say this. They're going to run your black ass out of Dallas next season if you show that inconsistent bullshit. And I ain't playing. Ain't no Tavon Austin, this is it for you. Terrence Williams, this is it for you. Your mama won't even put you on a D-League football team if your ass don't produce this year. Let's be real here. A lot of these dudes, that sorry-ass coaching staff, I heard Sean Payton over there licking his chops. I heard a boy up in fucking Ann Arbor want your job too. So your shit's on the line. That's why they brought in Tavon Austin, because they're going to finally do something different. I need this team to show it ain't just a mediocrity bullshit. I know about that 22-year shit. I don't care about that. I want to see your ass do something this season. Show a little something different. Show the league a little something different. You don't have to look at another motherfucking team blueprint. You the fucking Dallas Cowboys established 1960. You are the fucking blueprint. So get out there, be consistent, win some games. That schedule is not as hard as people think, and there's a lot of revenge factor on this goddamn schedule. A lot. Get your ass out there, be consistent, put Tavon Austin in a position to just win. You got Connor Williams. You good. The line is fixed now, folks. I mean, seriously, it's fixed. No excuses. If Bo, I like Bo. No disrespect to my boy Smith. I like Bo. You got you a third down guy. You got a Jim in the seventh round, and I don't even talk about seventh round dudes. And I acted a fool like we got him in the first because we got something here. I like it. I love this young defense. Get your big asses out there and fucking play. This go for all them clowns. I'm tired of you, Malik Collins. You the fattest nigga in the world, but you hitting like your ass is 97 pounds. I need you to get your ass out there and ball out. I need you to be a run stuffer. My bad. I tried to tell everybody we weren't gonna get Vita Vea. Where's Lewis Neal ass at? I need y'all to get out here and play. It ain't about the name on the back of the jersey. It's about the fucking star, and I need y'all to represent. Seriously, I don't give a fuck about who won the Super Bowl. I need y'all to get consistent this season. I need this team to fucking man up, ball out, and do something. Quit this bullshit. We shouldn't have to be, quote unquote, on the bubble. We should be that motherfucker when you open the fucking New York Times or you look on ESPN, you see that little triangle or X and all of that shit. We over on the left-hand side of the screen when you look at your TV, like how we did in 2016, and you know we all was smiling, and we looking up there, we seeing, oh, damn, we got the number 1 seed. Shit, we good. You turn the channel. You might start snoring. You might go take a shit because you don't give a fuck. And I need that again. Sorry. I'm going to leave it alone.
Let's go.
This nigga, I'm going crazy.
Man,
Let's go. Space Cowboy. What we got to do this year, bro? Tell me something.
I mean, look, Simus took the words out of my mouth, but but I'll try to say something different, okay? My whole thing is that there's at this point, no excuses, okay? In my honest opinion, you have fixed the offensive line, okay? You've gotten that handled. We saw they brought in Cameron Fleming. They brought in Marcus Martin, who's they got a solid offensive line. They drafted Connor Williams. Now the line's set. Cool. Now you get your wide receiving core, if you want to say it's fixed now, because they're like, well, we need to get Dak these kinds of weapons. Okay, fine. You go out there, you get your receivers. Awesome. Well, now Witten's gone. All right, you got your tight ends. At this point, there is no excuses. I don't care what like you got to do something at this point. For me, just don't. It's weird because I'm trying to say be original, but like run the football, but be your own team. Don't, because to me, this isn't like the 90s. Okay, unfortunately, we're not like that anymore. This is not the same league. So you have to be original, and we can't afford the vanilla, play calling. I could get into all that, but I'm not going to go on and on about that. Again, I love what the defense has been doing. I even mentioned this. I wasn't on YouTube, but I knew that it's going to take time for the defense to rebuild, okay? You need to understand that when you are rebuilding a part of your team, it takes years, and you got to hope that you hit on every single draft, because there's not going to be a single time, like every single time it's going to be a hit. That's not going to happen. There's going to be some misses. But at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys, no excuses. That should be the freaking motto of this year. I want to, going into each game, I want to feel comfortable, and I sincerely feel comfortable that we can win every game. People want to be like, well, the schedule looks tough. Well, I beg to differ, okay? Look, people want to be like, well, you're going up against these tough teams. Everyone knows the NFC is the toughest conference in the NFL, or you could argue in all of sports, okay? And that might be a stretch. All those teams you saw in the playoff picture, they're not guaranteed to make the playoffs. I guarantee you half of them aren't going to be in the playoff picture. People want to be like, well, you better watch out for Philadelphia. They're still good. For God's sake, they just won the Super Bowl. You sincerely think that they're going to repeat? No, they just won one. And come on, man. It's like, that's my problem, is people don't understand that there are so many elements that go into this. Yeah, okay? So for me, I guess my closing remark is just no excuses, man. You have the team prepared. They're young. They're hungry. And I want to make sure every time I wake up on Mondays or whenever we win, I want to see us at the top of that list in the NFC, leading the race in the playoffs, getting that little asterisk that says home field advantage. And then, heck, it doesn't even stop after there. You have to prove to me that you can go out there on playoff Sunday and win. That's all I got to say.
Cowboys abroad. Will T Will be on this team this year? And if so, will it be a different year than last year? Will it be a more productive year if he is here?
Yes and no. He'll be on the roster this year. He'll be on the roster this year. I mean, man, he's cheap. He's cheap. He knows the Cowboys system. He knows the Cowboys system. You know, man, the coaches seen him. The coaches like him. He's been here for a couple of years. T-Will ain't going on. T-Will ain't going nowhere. He may be a third receiver, but he ain't going nowhere. And his numbers are probably going to be his numbers are going to be decreased. His numbers are going to be decreased because you're going to have Allen Hurns. You're going to have Allen Hurns getting some. You're going to have Sauce getting some. You're gonna have the new kid, Michael Gallup, getting some. You know, and so he's not gonna have the same numbers he had last week. His numbers are gonna be down. His numbers are gonna be down. But you know, his role is gonna be different. His role is gonna be different, and that's okay because you know T-Will ain't really breaking the bank for the Cowboys, and so it don't really matter. It don't really matter. It don't really matter at all. He's just another weapon. He's just a guy.
Dang. Gamechanger. T-Will gonna be on the team?
Yeah. He's gonna be on the team. Being that if we were to release him right now, it would be dead money. I think Cowboys trying to get out that dead money hell they're in right now. And do you want me to talk about his production too?
Will he be more productive this year than he was last year?
I think he will, but not by much. I think he'll actually score a touchdown. I mean, if he doesn't score another touchdown, I mean, something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? He need to get that together. But yeah, I think he's going to be more productive. He seems motivated. If he can just catch with his hands, he'll be better. He came out of college talented, but his hands were always questionable. If he can learn how to catch with his hands, I think he can improve this year from last year because he caused a lot of interceptions and just made us look bad. Yeah, that's my take.
Okay, all right. Simus, with the Cowboys getting rid of Dez Bryant, the red zone threat that he was, will that affect us this year? And will it affect us in a bad way, meaning that defenses don't worry about double covering the receiver because our number one red zone receiver threat is gone? Or will it benefit us because of the new guys might become that threat? So will we miss Dez in the red zone?
Absolutely not. No. And I'm going to make this real. You have a dual threat quarterback in the red zone who can use his legs. You have fresh receivers. Now Dak don't have to try to throw them real over the head passes, them lopsided back shoulder fades. You know, it's just the part Dez and Dak didn't have chemistry. So now he can be comfortable. This is the main thing I love. Overall, Dak will be comfortable. Call it Dak friendly. I think that's what it is. I think that's what a Dak friendly offense is. Comfort without the prima donna diva receiver. That's what it is. He's going to be comfortable. I don't think we're going to miss a step. We won't miss Witten either. Here, I'm going to call it like I see it.
There you go.
We won't miss Witten either. Congratulations, Witten. Salute. You got your money. You got a job. We ain't going to miss you. We're not going to miss that. We're not going to miss Dez. We're not going to miss Dez. We're not going to miss Witten. Yeah, I mean.
Hey, can I ask Simus a question, though? Can I ask Simus this real good question? I mean, not a good question, but a question. Do you think we should pick up Antonio Gates for veteran presence for the tight ends? Because our tight ends are pretty young. Like the average age for our tight ends is 24. I think we should pick up Antonio Gates for just that veteran presence. I'm not talking about just like start or nothing like that. For like depth and
I guess one thing about me, and I've been saying this through the years since even before I was making videos, I've always felt that we should trust this youth movement. Like going to get these guys. There's only one free agent I want right now, and that's either Kenny Vaccaro or Eric Reed. And I know politics, and I'm gonna say it like that without getting in depth. We all know when I say politics, what I mean here.
Exactly.
They're not gonna get Eric Reed. So Kenny Vaccaro, that's it. I do not want Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates, man, come on. I don't want the black version of Jason Witten. Didn't we just get rid of the white version of Jason Witten? Nah, I'm cool. I'm straight. I'd rather go with the guys we got so they can develop, and we're going to be fine. I believe it. This is not delusional talk, folks. We're going to be just fine. And if worse come to worse, We all know we're gonna get a coaching staff that's gonna come in here next season, and they gonna work wonder with these boys. More than anything, the coaching staff is on the hot seat. They have something to prove. This is why I kind of like this a lot. You can tell by the draft. It wasn't a sexy draft. It was a, oh my God, my job is on the line draft. So let's get the proper pieces in place so we can contend. Because we all want to wake up one Monday in January and say, congratulations, motherfuckers. We're in the NFC Championship game since I had hair. So we're going to finally get this done. I believe it, y'all. We don't have to go get no Antonio Gates. What's that other kid? No Trey Boston. No, I seen Bruce Carter in the timeline. My God, no. Don't go get Terrell McClain. Don't go do that. Like, come on, man. What's next? Let's get Jason Witten out of the booth. Let's just get Dez back. Come on, no, don't go backwards. Go forward. I know the unknown scaring a lot of Cowboy fans. And then when they watch ESPN and NFL Network especially during the summer, and they see them bums sit up there and say, we're going to be 8-8. You know what they're going to say while they're saying 8-8? It's the unknown. It's the unknown. It's the unknown. You're going to hear that a lot. And it's because they don't know. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be a scary team, folks. I'm not talking from those delusional bullshit here. This is a good young team. What, the oldest dude is Sean Lee now? We're good.
Yeah, yep.
We're fine. This speed. This is some good speed. And I'm going to say this one more. I've said this a few times. We're finally building that doomsday defense. Not nobody else's defense. No, we're building baby doomsday. I like the pieces in place. Let's give these boys a chance. Let's not go get some rethread. For Christ's sakes, can we stop talking about fucking Earl Thomas? Can we just focus on the guys on the team and move on?
No, man, we can't stop talking about Earl Thomas. We need Earl Thomas. You know that.
No, we do not. No, we don't.
We don't
even know Earl Thomas. People got to get over there walking in the locker room, come get me. I want to hug and kiss on everybody shit. Because if he would have never done that, no one would give two shits about Earl Thomas. A lot of people didn't even know he was from Orange, Texas. I mean, seriously, nobody wouldn't have cared.
I know I did.
I was there, man.
I mean, seriously.
I'm 16 and I know that.
Okay, that's great. But if he would have never walked in that locker room with the lean on me when you're not strong and all that fair east side bullshit he was doing, if he would have never done that shit, nobody wouldn't be like, oh, let's get Earl. No, that moment when he had his hands hugged all up like that, that's when everybody was like, oh my God, let's get Earl. I do not want Earl Thomas. Period.
No,
Game changer. Cowboys abroad. Go ahead.
He's the best safety in the league. Hell, he's 3-time Pro Bowler. That's what I care about. The dude, man, is somebody, man, we can rely on, man, at that safety spot. We know, you know, I know, we all know, man. We got torched as hell back there in that safety spot. Jeff Heath left us hanging out, man, like dirty laundry. And we need somebody that we can trust and rely on. Who better than a multi-time Pro Bowler like Earl Thomas? It ain't got nothing to do with him going to the locker room. But we don't
need another I'm happy to be here situation. Because that's all this is. This is Roy Williams, the defensive version. We don't need that. Because not only you got to give up a lot, you got to pay a lot. And I don't want to pay a lot to a guy that's on the downside of his career. This ain't Earl Thomas circa beating the Denver Broncos. This is Earl Thomas. I'm 30 years old, and I'm on the downside of my career. Back in the day, I beat Peyton Manning. Fuck that. I'm cool.
Sometimes, man, you need name brand, man. Sometimes you gotta get off that generic shit and go pay somebody for their services.
Then if you want generic brand, if you want a top notch brand, I expect for you to go to the swap meet. You better get your swap meet. I'm cool with that. You better go down to instead of paying $200 for them Nikes, you better go down there to Ming Lee's and get them fucking $1.75 joints. Fuck this shit. We can't keep doling out dollars, man, and fucking over our money. I know everybody see that 64 million next year and like, oh my God, we good. Then you see that 125 million and you're like, oh my God, we good. But it's not time to start doling out dollars to these motherfucking rethreads. That ain't gonna fix it. It ain't
I'm
gonna
cool
fix
as
it.
long as you earn the dollars, as long as you earn the money. I'm cool with it.
Look, that cap room in the 2019 offseason is very, very subjective because you got to understand something. That doesn't include Zach Martin. That doesn't include a possible top deal for Dak Prescott, whether you agree with him getting that money or not. That doesn't include paying DeMarcus Lawrence. That doesn't include David Irving. That doesn't include your top players. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. I guarantee you that money will be eaten up by the time that free agency class opens. We'll probably only have like $10 million open depending on how the cap space looks and how we do our contracts.
Let the Cowboys go to the NFC Championship game. We're going to be broke.
Exactly. If we win the Super Bowl, we'll be broke.
We got to do a couple of those players in 2020 and 2021. That doesn't mean we can't do a 2 or 3 year deal and be done with it. We just need somebody. We just need somebody to solidify that backfield until we can go out there and grab somebody else.
Yo, Simus, I ain't gonna front, bro. I've been screaming Trey Boston. I want him, man. I got to keep it real.
I want Vaccaro. I really do, man. I mean, like maybe after I know the compensatory pick thing will be over by the 10th. Hopefully, one of these. And honestly, I hope it's Eric Reed, but I just don't see them taking a chance politically, and that's what I call it. I just say politics.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Y'all, what can we trust Rico Gathers this year?
I would say proceed with caution in my
what y'all got? Y'all tell me, man. What we doing with Rico, y'all?
To me, open competition. Because to me, Swain's probably going to be your starter because he's been there the longest. Now, I'm not saying that that's the right choice, but think about this. You have, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, you have Swain, you have Blake Jarwin, Rico Gathers, and now you got Dalton Schultz. I'm just saying off of any particular order. I'm not saying like, oh, that's the order of the depth chart. No, my thing is it's going to be open competition, man. If Dalton Schultz looks the best, he's going to be the starter probably. If Swain looks the best, he's going to be the starter of Rico. Because a lot of people – now, I loved what Rico was doing in the preseason, but I didn't sip the Kool-Aid because you got to understand something. Preseason is completely different than the regular season, okay? For all we know, Rico might look amazing in the preseason but flop in the regular season. I want him to be successful. Don't get me wrong. But to me, it's open competition.
Agreed. Cowboys abroad. What we doing? What we doing with Rico, man?
Hey, man, we're gonna use him as a rotational player, man. You know, primarily, man. I think Just Ring, man, been in our system for about 3-4 years now. I think he's gonna be our primary. He's gonna be our primary starter, man. Our blocking tight end. Considering we're a run first team, man, that's smart to have a good blocking tight end. And Rico, man, he's gonna be he's gonna be one of our rotation guys. Somebody, man, we stick in that man for a couple plays in there. You probably get 10, 12 plays a game, and that's gonna be about it. You know, and he's primarily gonna be used as a pass tight end. We want to pass the ball because his blocking is suspect, and I don't think it's gonna get much better.
Game change. What we doing with Rico, man? Your mic muted.
Yeah. I was doing something, but I think we'll use Rico as that third tight end, being that we still have Blake Jarwin. You know, we're gonna rotate our tight ends. We're gonna use a lot of 2 tight end sets. I think that's just my honest opinion. I think we're gonna use a lot of two tight end sets and bring Rico in for like that third tight end spot. But my thing is, the reason why I said I wanted Antonio Gates, I just want some veteran presence. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying just play him. He can sit on the bench. Just teach these guys the way, because Rico's Antonio Gates, except he's bigger, stronger, a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my take, bro.
Simus, bro, what we doing with this big fella, man? We gonna use this guy, man.
We need to keep that fake ass Lenny Kravitz out of a studio. That's what we need to do, first of all. and I agree. Cowboys abroad, he hit it. He's a rotational guy. Like, seriously, I like Jeff Swain. I like the Schultz kid from Sanford. Rico, He's rotational. I mean, seriously, and let's just hope he can get out of Oxnard without a headache. So, seriously, I want to see Rico play. I mean, I was drinking the Kool-Aid in the preseason last year. So, and he's been talking big shit, saying he's gonna be the guy. Hey, the legend is retired. Step your game up. I like Swain. I really do. I like Schultz. So yeah, Rico, man, here's your chance to prove your point. But you and White Chocolate with your rapper Lenny Kravitz antics, man, y'all need to focus on the game right now, man. Stop acting like you won one of them championships, man. Do something, man.
Okay, here we go. The big one. The most thing they rag on me for, man. Number 4, Dak Prescott. They hate me for this one, man. Man, look, I'm gonna put it out there, y'all. Dak Prescott, he gonna have his offensive line back, regardless of the shit that the Cowboys, the coaching staff put him through. Bunch of bullshit, man. That accuracy, I need to see it. I need to see it in 2018, y'all. So the question is, will Dak Prescott crack 4,000 yards and probably 28 touchdowns plus? I don't care who go. I just want to know. Space Cowboy.
Dang,
He won't, because you have to understand how the offense is set up. Okay, to me, Dak Prescott's a guy that and I'm not trying to disrespect him. It's just how he plays, man. He's not going to be a guy that's going to get you a ton of passing yard in it. Well, I know he had like 3,600 or like somewhere around there, but look, man, Dak's a guy that's going to take what he has on the the open field, man. And for me, because we'll be a primarily running team, right? I think that that's going to definitely deter Dak from getting that 4,000 yard mark. And to me personally, as long as he's efficient with the offense, I don't care how many yards he has. To me, he won't crack it, not because he'll be bad, but because of how the offense is set up. To me, he's probably going to have 27 touchdowns, like eight or seven interceptions, because that's how he is as a quarterback. Like, and I don't want to call him the next Troy Aikman or anything, but think about it, man. Troy wasn't asked to do a lot because of the running game. And I'm not trying to say Dak is Troy, but what I'm trying to get at is think about it, man. Dak Prescott's not a guy that's going to, I know he can do like 3 touchdown games and a lot of, I think the most he's had in terms of passing was like 360 something. It was against the Giants. And the most passing touchdowns he's had in the game is 3, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So at the end of the day, man, Dak Prescott's a guy he's not going to, he's just not that pass heavy. So no, he won't crack 4,000 yards, not because he sucks, but because of how the offense is.
Hey, man. Man, I found something, man, that I actually agree with Space Cowboy on, man. I'm amazed. But in this case, man, I think, man, Space Cowboy, man, hit the nail on the head, man. He said exactly, man. Said it, man, pretty damn close to what I would have said. Man. So, yeah, man, I'm just going to co-sign with Space Cowboy 17, man. He hit it. I think, man, that he has a analysis, man, of where Dak is.
Oh man, game changer, bro. What we looking like? What Dak looking like this year, man?
I think he'll have 3,800 yards, and I say 22 touchdowns and probably 5 rushing touchdowns. Because about it, Dak is like, he's not that type of quarterback that's gonna just sling it. He has to have a running game. It's necessary for him to have a running game to be successful. So, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Can't predict the future. It's possible, it's possible to get it, but in my honest opinion, he's not that type of quarterback. He's going to distribute, run the ball, run the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing much to it because Space Cowboy, the genius he is, he was right on all points. You know what I'm saying?
Simus, what are we looking like for Dak Prescott in 2018, man?
I'm following everybody else on this one. I agree with Space Cowboy. He is not gonna come close to that $4,000.
Okay.
Nah. It's just
Yeah.
that running game. We're gonna lean a lot on that running game. And I do see Dak getting about 5, maybe even 6 touchdowns rushing. I mean, he's gonna,
Wow.
but $4,000, nah, not even close. Like seriously, maybe not even close. Like nah,
Okay.
not even. And the unfortunate part, and I will say this, and people might hate me for saying this, but man, I don't know why I keep saying Dak's gonna either have 9 or 10 interceptions.
Damn. Wow.
No, I agree with him. I mean, you got to look at it in this sense, man. Like I bring up with Troy Aikman, man, he's not going to be a guy that's going to throw a ton of touchdowns in a sense. I think Troy Aikman, the most he's had is like 30 or 28, and it's not because he sucks. It's because that's the quarterback he is. He's not a guy that's going to freaking throw it like down. I mean, he could do that, but like for me, I compare Dak to like a Steve McNair or a Donovan McNabb in the sense where, like, they can pass the ball, but that's not primarily what they do. I understand it's kind of a weird, comparison, but it's just like Steve McNair never broke 4,000 yards, whether that be because he was hurt or all this other stuff, and he never threw more than 24 touchdowns in a season. Why? Because that's the quarterback he was, and he was decent. He was a successful quarterback. And that's my whole thing with Dak, man. He's not going to be that Matt Ryan where he's going to have this outer-worldly season. He's going to win you games, and he's not going to turn the ball over. Plain and simple.
Okay. Well,
yeah, the one thing though that can change that dynamic though is our new receivers, man, with Michael Gallup, man, and Tavon Austin and Austin Hearns, man. We got people, man, that can stretch the field, man, and so that yards after the catch, and people, man, when they take it to the house after they catch it, man, that might change that dynamic, man. We do got some playmakers.
It could. If anybody got some questions, go ahead and drop them because I'm about to end this. I'm super tired, but I got to ask y'all, who will be our most productive receiver this year? Space Cowboy, who will be the most productive receiver, in your opinion?
Honestly, this is a hard thing to answer, and I'm not trying to dodge the question because here's why. It's the way Dak Prescott plays. To me, it's most likely, but I'm going to assume Cole Beasley, and here's why. It's because, look, I to be honest with you, I could go with Allen Hurns. I can go with Michael Gallup because I feel like that it's like, to me, when you look at that receiving chart, it's going to look uniform. It's not going to look like, oh my god, this guy had like 10 touchdowns. It's not going to look like that. To me, Dak Prescott has a chemistry with Cole Beasley, and I think that he's going to be the most productive because he'll just happen to have the most yardage and he has chemistry with him. Expect Dak Prescott to have his receivers have stat lines that are uniform, nothing out of worldly. I mean, look at Tom Brady. I mean, outside of him having Randy Moss, and you can remove Gronk from the equation, his receivers aren't like oh my god, this person did amazing. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing.
Gamechanger, you love this. You love this position, man. What you think, bro? Who the most productive this year?
Who the most productive, like wide receiver?
Yeah.
Oh, the most productive wide receiver I've seen is Allen Hurns. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I mean, I don't know why people are forgetting about Allen Hurns. I understand what Space Cowboy is saying. He already has a relationship with Cole Beasley, but you've been hearing what DJ been saying for a while. They figured out where Dak wants to go to, and I think people are sleeping on Allen Hurns. Allen Hurns is like it. I think he's gonna show up, man. Like he really wanted to be on the Cowboys, and I think he's gonna be just that X factor we needed. You know what I'm saying? He can run routes. He's big. He's big. And yeah. That's my person. Now let me just finish that off. That's my person.
Cowboys abroad. Who you got for us this year? Receiver, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna roll the dice on this one, man. I'm gonna bet on Michael Gallup, man.
Okay.
I'm bet on Michael Gallup, man, you know, for a couple reasons, man. Speed, he's a great route runner, man. He can catch with his hand. He catch with his hands, and he likes to run those 10 to 15 yards out, which is Dak's comfort spot. You know, so I'm gonna bet on him to be our most productive receiver, man. He's gonna be the guy to move the chains for us, man, and make things happen for us.
Okay, big bro, Simus. Who we got this year, man? Receiver.
Y'all don't laugh. So, listen, and I mean this when I say this. People keep, and I've heard MCF say it. I heard a few people say we don't have a number one receiver. Well, folks, yes, we do. His name is Terrence Williams. So let me.
You're not wrong.
And Terrence Williams will be the most productive receiver in 2018, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to be brief. I'm not going to keep this, but I'm going to be brief. This will be the best season he's ever had since he put that uniform on. He know he has everything to prove. Everything to prove. This is why he went on Twitter crying and saying, "Forgive me, forgive me." He is the guy. Allen Hurns, good kid. Tavon Austin, love it a lot. Michael Gallup, everybody know how much I love Michael Gallup. But Terrence Williams is going to be our guy. He's going to be improved. Breaking news. You might see him catch a few balls with his hands. Because he knows if I screw this up, I'm out of here. And I'm probably not going to get a job unless they start the XFL or I go to the CFL. I'm probably done. People are not going to want to deal with that no more. Seriously, they're not. He has got to prove it. I'm the number one receiver because one of the biggest criticisms will be, especially the closer it gets toward the season, the Cowboys don't have really a number one receiver. And they're going to compare his stats to their stats, and they're going to go, okay, so is it Cole Beasley or is it Terrence Williams? It's going to be Terrence Williams. We know what Beasley can do. Terrence Williams, it's your show now. You are the captain of those wide receivers. I need you to get out there and prove me right because I believe it's Terrence Williams. I question him all the time, but I'm going to roll with T. Will on this one. It's going to be Terrence Williams.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all.
Why do I feel like he's going to be right? I just feel like Thomas
1,000-yard receiver, 10 touchdowns, MVP.
Yo, right now, my Cowboys family, he said y'all are dropping some real knowledge, and he wants y'all to come do part 2 on his channel. Because he said y'all is straight killing it. So if you're available for part 2, my Cowboys family wants you on his channel.
I'll be there for a little
bit. I'm with it.
My Cowboys family, there you go. They said they with it, bro. They said they willing to do part 2 on your channel. What's up? Simus is cooking. Simon said, he said, who was it? He said, if Dak don't show up, they're going to have his black ass out of there.
But
it's the truth.
It's the truth.
I tell people this all the time. I talk to people like if we sit, like listen to me. I'm telling you right now, we see how if one thing we learned about the National Football League, and I use the word politics, but we know how the politics work with this league. Mm-hmm. And we know how the Cowboys work. Listen, if we're all Cowboy fans, we know our team. Now, I'm telling you now, if they know that with Matt Ryan and his contract and Matthew Stafford and his contract and Derek Carr with his contract, they know they're going to have to give out big dollars for Dak. So the whole thing about it is this. If Dak have a shit season, if you think in 2019 that you're not going to hear them get a QB, you're crazy. They're going to run that boy out of town faster than you can say Roy Williams, safety and or wide receiver. They're going to run him out of town. And I mean that, man. I love Dak.
Right now, Dak costing them $680,000 a year, man. Dak ain't going nowhere. Nowhere.
I'm just saying. Look, I'm telling you now, I want to believe that. But I'm telling you now, because he's causing them some dollar store change, don't mean they ain't gonna go get $1 million athlete and have everybody picking over him. Look, they'll do that if they start booing Dak at AT&T Stadium. Don't think they won't go to Cooper Rush. Seriously,
Or Mike White.
it's the truth. Hey, somebody said it. I mean, seriously. Somebody
no,
said
Space Cowboy know what's up. I'm telling y'all. Space Cowboy,
yeah.
he know what's up.
It's the
All they
truth.
gotta-
I mean, I hate the. I'm not trying to pull the race card, folks, but
No. It's the quarterback named Mike White, not like Kevin Saints.
all they gotta do is get back some blocking, and he good.
Cowboys abroad, I want to be right with Dak. I want Dak to be here for the next 10 years. I want Dak to fucking be a Super Bowl winning MVP quarterback for the Cowboys so bad. I really do. But I know on the flip side of it, if he blows this, they're going to run his ass out of town, man. When them people start booing, when they feel, if Dak had one of them back, if Dak pulled that Trent Dilfer shit, like he was pulling on us last season with them pick six, looking like Trent Dilfer, looking like Neil O'Donnell, nah, he out of here. I know they're going to run him out of town, man. And I hate to see the boy who wanted this job, this is his boyhood dream. Dak know what time it is. You got to get out there and you got to perform. You got to get out there and prove that you're worthy of being a Dallas Cowboys quarterback. You either going to be a legend or you going to be fucking Danny White. Make up your mind. What do you want to do? Like, that's it.
For the same reason you said Terrence Williams is going to be a number one receiver. Dak man's going to have his best season. He's going to have his best season next year, man, because he's going to have Connor Williams on the line. He's going to have Connor Williams on the line along with his 3 Pro Bowlers. Mm-hmm. And he ain't going to have no problem, man, seeing shadow and hearing footsteps, man, of people, man, coming to sack his ass. So he's going to be fine.
Before y'all keep going, man, let me drop this. I got South to Heaven in here, or you know him as Mike MOSH. Bro, what you got for me, bro? Talk to me, man.
What's going on? I just seen Cowboys Nation out there. I wanted to say hello to you guys.
What's up, Mike?
Bro, we just chilling, bro. Yeah, man, we talking about this offense this year, what we need to do, and, you know, what went wrong. Like, what you think we got to do this year to have a successful season?
It all starts up front with that run game and that O-line, man. That's what I say.
Yeah, agreed. That's what we are pretty much saying. We got Dak got his O-line. Zeke got his O-line. I think everything will be clicking on awesome. I'm just still skeptical at that safety position, in my opinion. That safety position still got me, you know, a little tricky, man. So
I don't know what you're talking about, man. We got Kayvon Frazier, man, and Heath, man. We good, man.
Said Heath? No, not Heath. No.
We good. I agree. We good. We good.
Jeff Heath, Hall of Famer, GOAT, safety. No, playing.
I would say it's the same safety. Overall, it's the same safeties we had when we went 13-3. And our goal is to keep them off the field, run that time of possession with our offense.
That's why we should get Trey Boston. That's why I want Trey Boston, so we don't have to do that.
That's my problem, man. I'm tired of having to protect the defense, man, with the offense, man. Defense get paid too. They need to do their damn jobs and hold people. Hell, I mean, it can't escape my mind that hell, we got a team, man, that's on 3rd and 20, and the fucking defense can't hold for one damn play.
Amen.
That's what I'm talking about.
He just said it. There it is. At Cowboys Abroad, you just said my number one problem. I'm so sick of them 3rd and 12s, 3rd and 15s. They get 17. They get no. I can't stand that. Them 3rd downs with our defense have let us down many a times. Like I can't stand that part. So I agree. Yeah, we got to get these fools off the field on them long, unnecessary 3rd downs. Like, man, that kills me.
And every time we're in that like 3rd and 20, we go back in this prevent bullshit instead of bringing the blip.
Why do you think that was fucked us in the playoff last year? They swear it wasn't, but it looked like prevent to me.
The play that epitomizes the entire defense, like playing prevent, is that Tyreek Hill Hail Mary crap that happened in that Chiefs game. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That literally epitomizes.
You just got to bring it up. It's still a
he
soft
had to bring it up, then he had to bring it up.
It's still soft. I just saw it on All or Nothing, man. It's still soft for me.
I just saw it too. My Cowboys family is setting up as we speak for part 2 that will be on his channel. They got a better question than me, y'all. Since MOSH is in here late, I need your opinion on Van Der Esch, brother. What you think about Van Der Esch?
I'm not the big NCAA guy, so I don't follow these guys. I'm not here to say he's great or weak. All I know is he can play damn near anywhere on that linebacking line. And hell, with us losing Hitchens and what was it, Wilbur, and we don't know how many games Sean Lee's going to play. It's going to be a good pick for us no matter what, because we need a linebacker.
Okay.
Hey, good comment there, Mike.
Yeah, good comment. I like that. Good comment. I mean, everybody pretty much saying the kid can play all three positions. Like I said, I've seen him play. My father's a big Boy State fan, so I've seen him play. I think I'm just scarred about getting him at 19, but the NFL actually had him as one of the best players that was left on the board. So that was weird to me. Like they had him ranked as one of the best players that was still left on the board. And the Cowboys said that the gap between him and Derwin James wasn't that far apart in their opinion or in they observing and scouting, I guess, you know. My thing is the whole neck injury thing, y'all.
But see, man, you know, the Cowboys ain't scared of that, man. I mean, shit, we took a guy in the second round, man, that we knew wasn't gonna play for a whole year. So, I mean, we ain't afraid to roll the dice in Big D.
True.
And you got to also look at it like this. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense, and with the Giants getting that running back, it's like the best wide receiver out there ain't gonna help us stop that running back that the Giants got. So, boom, let's get this linebacker.
Good point. Good point, y'all. Are y'all high on Tavon Austin or y'all just like whatever?
Man, I know I acted a fool when we made that trade.
Did you?
When they announced it, man, I ain't lying, man. I jumped out my seat. I thought they were playing with us, man. I really did. For a 6th round pick, I was like, oh my God, man, we came up. I like the kid. I'm glad he's a Cowboy.
Yeah, man, I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't know much about Tavon Austin, man. I knew, man, picking up a player in the 6th round wasn't that big of a deal, man. I was checking out though Joe Rod over on Cowboys blog though, man. And he put up a stat, man. The dude, man, has 21 fumbles. That makes me a little bit skeptical, man, about what we actually getting for our money though.
I mean, for a 6th round pick, man, I mean, to me, it's worth the try. I mean,
21.
Oh man, but I mean, look, man,
SpaceCowboy.
Look, for me, I actually, when I saw it on the screen, I'm like, what the freak is going on? But to me, with Tavon Austin, I like what he can bring to the team. He can definitely bring something on special teams. Dude's fast, man. And you know, as much as I hate the jet sweeps, I mean, if you want to run I don't have to talk about the jet sweeps more specifically. Like, if you want to run a gadget play with this dude, you can do it. He's done it. The problem is he hasn't been utilized with the Rams. A lot of people don't know that about this kid, is that, you know, I don't think he's a kid anymore. He's like 27, 28. But he has the ability to be a scat back. That's why I think the Cowboys got him. Not because, well, yeah, maybe because of the ability to play the slot, but he can also play like a gadget running back. So
SpaceCowboy17, more like what's that guy from the Packers? Montgomery, yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of.
So who was upset with the Switzer cut? I mean, Trey, who was upset?
Me. Very upset. I almost cried.
Simus, was you tripping, bro, or not?
Nope.
I knew it.
Nope. Hell no. Nope. Nope. I mean, I can be as simple as that. Hell no, not at all.
It took me by surprise. Man. No, but I can't really say I was tripping. It was just, hey, man, we needed a DT. We needed a defensive tackle. You know, and that's just long and short of it, man. Switzer, man, I was kind of high on the guy. Man, I hate to see him go, but damn, we got 9 receivers in our arsenal. Yeah, giving up one ain't that big of a deal.
Mike MOSH, the Switzer trade, man. How did you feel?
Well, my thing with Switzer is, you know, that we had, you don't want to talk about social media, number one, especially like Facebook, and oh my God, we should have kept him and got rid of Beasley. And it's like, we don't know that this guy can go out in one game, let alone 16 games, and catch the ball. Because why? Our coaches never used him as a wide receiver. What he end up with, like maybe 4 catches the whole year? That's being high, generous. all we do is these handoffs and end around, so we really don't know what Brian Switzer can do.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Hello Newman got a question for Simus. What about bringing in Hankins?
Who?
I don't know.
I am not. I'm gonna say this one more time.
Jonathan is bro. I can't believe.
Okay, hold on. I do not want none of these washed up veterans. I don't. Like,
he's not.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want none of these. I like the team bringing in these dudes, these patchwork dudes, these dudes that's journeymen. Oh man, it don't work. We done been through this before too many times. That shit don't work with us no more. It doesn't. Like sexy picks, big name free agents. Bringing in this guy, bringing in no. Love the team you got. They're young. We got a youth movement going on. Come on, man. It's a new day. Why go bring in these retreads, man? The hell, you gonna go fix some flat ass dudes? I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
Hello, Newman saying he's only 26, but I get your point.
Those guys, man, don't know. Yeah, man, but those young dudes, man, don't know what it's like, man, to play in the field, man. Those dudes, man, don't know what it's like, man, to play championship ball. They don't know what it's like, man, to go after that ring. Sometimes you need these better dudes.
Well, hell, Jason Witten didn't know what it's like playing championship ball because he ain't never went to a championship. So it's what it is, man.
Yeah, sometimes you need these veteran dudes.
Like, seriously.
Sometimes you need these veteran dudes, man, that's been there and know the way. Somebody, man, that can, man, show them what the standard is, man, and that you playing on another level than college ball. All I'm saying is,
I understand what you're saying, but
I ain't saying that we shouldn't be young. I ain't saying we shouldn't have young players, man, but you should have one or two veterans in there. I mean, to mentor these guys, get these guys some direction and get these guys some leadership and maybe give these guys some pointers, man, of what they can be doing better. I mean, you can throw a bunch of young kids, in the classroom, but what good is it going to do if you don't give them a teacher? I mean, you got to have somebody don't make it work.
Is it time for a reevaluation of Tyron Smith?
No.
Even with the injuries, it's not time?
To me, this is my thing with Tyron Smith, right? I feel that he still is good. Let's hypothetically say a situation happens where maybe he just isn't the same tackle. I'm just saying hypothetically. Look, you have Cameron Fleming. You have Connor Williams. It's not like the Cowboys don't have options. You know what I mean? For me, the Cowboys have a ton of options at their disposal.
And sorry to interrupt, let's hope those options work better than Chaz Green and Byron Bell.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, he on the phone. Mute your phone, bro. Mute your thing. Simus, is it time to pull the horn on Tyron Smith?
We got 2 more years with this dude. Tyron Smith threw me off when he did that Tony Romo typical Dallas Cowboy guy coming off injury. This is the best I felt in a long time.
Oh my God.
Please. Man, please. Nigga, I don't believe you.
Nope.
When I read it, I was like, oh, well, here we go. We can start the 2-season countdown.
It's easy.
Like it's next year in the draft, it's time to look for the future. He
said the same thing last year to Mickey Spagnola in the offseason. He said,
Sure
I feel
did.
the best I felt. And he said the same shit last year.
He sure did.
He said the same thing. I don't know, man. Game changer.
It's time.
What you think, man? I think it's time, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I ain't saying let's get. It's just time to look. Every year, and you know what? Every year, another injury pile onto the same back. Last year it was back, knee, growing. I was like, God damn. It started
my
out
man like
I'm gonna get piled on every year.
My man like Ezel. Yeah, he like Ezel. My neck, my back, my neck, and my back. It's time to move on, man. It's time to grab another one. We don't have to do it in the first round, but I damn sure believe in the second or the third round of next year's draft, it's time to start looking for another left tackle. It is.
What you think, Mike Mosh?
You could mention Sean Lee in that same thing because he there as well.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I know Cowboys abroad probably disagrees with us though.
Hey man, I don't really know man, if it's necessary, man, to grab one in the second or third round. Hey, do we need to start grooming the left tackle? Do we need to start grooming a linebacker? You damn right, we do. We got to protect ourselves, man. We need insurance. As long as we got those guys and we got those guys that can play, damn it, they gonna play. You know, and you know, if you get one in the fourth or fifth round and you got to develop them for a year or two, I mean, shit, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I don't know why we got to spend it. I don't know if we got to spend a second or third round pick. Those are usually guys, man, that's gonna come in right away and play. We don't need that. I mean, because I'm not trying to replace Tyrod Smith. I'm not trying to replace Sean Lee today. You know, but I need somebody that's thinking that can step in the wings and be ready to go. You know, so we can win the third, fourth, fifth round. I'm all right with that.
So you okay with letting one come in and let Tyron Smith groom him? So when he move out, this guy can come in and just pick up right where he left off.
Damn right.
I got you. My Cowboys family in the house, bro. What's up? You got something to say?
But let me come in here because of the talking about people that get injured and Tyron Smith, Sean Lee, and believe it or not, I hate to do this. We got to look at Dan Bailey that he should have never came back. That fill-in kicker was doing great for us because kicking, a lot of it is confidence. And maybe he wasn't, maybe he wasn't 100%, but he should have never came back because now he lost that confidence. And you remember
Mike Nugget was doing nothing. He was not doing nothing.
He was one of the best in the league, and then he lost that confidence, and boom, he just went to pure shit.
Man, Mike Nugent wasn't shit.
He wasn't nothing. He wasn't nothing. Just he was a better kicker than Mike Nugget. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I felt. I kept calling him food goals.
Nugget only missed Nugget only missed 2 kicks, man. Nugget only missed 2 kicks, man. I don't really think, man.
But how far was they? He was healthy. He had no excuses.
Mike Nugent,
that nigga was straight trash, bro. That nigga was straight garbage, bro.
He only missed 2.
He only missed
2.
Again, we're not really talking about Mike. We're really talking about Bailey because he was coming in and missing field goals that were basically extra point range.
He was missing a pass. Yeah, he was missing a pass. He was missing normal kicks.
Yeah, man, but I think, man, he came back too soon from his injury, man. I think, man, I think a healthy Dan Bailey, man, that shit don't fly.
Exactly. Cowboys family, bro. What's up, Cowboys family? What's on your mind? Let us know what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, man. Sorry, I heard you guys. We've been busy all day, but now we're gonna go live here, part 2 this thing up, man. I love what you guys have been doing in here. You guys have been dropping some great knowledge. I agree with a lot of you guys. I disagree with a lot of you guys. Some of you guys, in every box, I agree and disagree. So I love it. It's gonna be good. So yeah, I mean, we're still setting up. So another 5-10 minutes or so. But whoever wants to jump in, man. We're gonna go through Skype. I know, Mike, you got to get that Skype going. But we're gonna. If you guys have Skype, let me know. There's a link should be dropped in there, and we're gonna jump over there soon. But do your thing, man. We still got a little time. Thanks for having me on here, man. And Dan Bailey, yeah, I know what you guys are talking about with Dan Bailey. Don't get me started. Fiance wants to talk about that for sure. Dan Bailey and what the next step is on that. But I do think that the loss of confidence comes from rushing him back. So I agree with both you guys. Mike MOSH and Cowboys Abroad. Great points, and when you put that together, I think I don't want to see a Nick Folk episode occur. If you guys know Nick Folk, you know the deal.
Oh yeah,
I still think it was that Dan Bailey jersey.
Oh, fiance's getting ready. She's gearing up for you, man.
Here's my thing with the Dan Bailey situation.
I'll be back, guys. I'm going to jump over to the other side, but thanks for having me sneak in here real quick. We're going to go live shortly, all right, guys?
Yeah, okay. So I will be ready to jump in there. My whole thing with the groin injury, because I have had one in the past, and I will tell you that it affects the way you walk, the way you want to do things, man. That's how it was with me, man. Like I couldn't walk. It was very painful. And like to do the motion of a kick when you have a groin injury, very painful, man. And sometimes I don't know if it's going to affect him like mentally because of the injury, because the Cowboys rushed back. And to be honest with you, we were doing fine with Mike Nugent, actually. And it wasn't that.
Yeah, I know. I just called him Nugget.
Back. Yeah, I know. It's funny, bro. But like to me, it wasn't that big of a deal to rush him back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. And I think He tried to compensate because he knew he wasn't ready. But when your team count on you, when you taking on the automatic Dan thing, when they ask you, are you ready? You hate to say no. But he came back early, and I think he tried to compensate for the injury. And man, it just was all bad. It was all bad. But you know, Mike Mosh, good point, man. That's another thing. We still have to look. Somebody put out a stat how Dan Bailey gets bad towards the end of the season. Somebody put out a stat. I remember Football News bringing it up. I gotta find that stat, and it was so accurate. So that's something else. I mean, over time, man. Like we'll just have to see this year. But I know for sure, Sean Lee, Tyron Smith. When has Sean Lee gave us a full season, man? It's time to reevaluate stuff, man.
Oh, in 2015 or 2016, technically, I think.
Probably 13-3.
I could check real quick.
And even then, I think he's and with Tyron, I told y'all time and time again, I make this joke. Hell, Tyron Smith is basically the creator of the Veterans Day of practice. He's basically the creator of that shit because he stayed hurt so much. He stayed hurt so damn much, you know what I'm saying? That they created the Veteran Day for him, the rest day for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of that, man. You can't all these rest days.
He needs to just take that surgery. He needs to take that surgery like D-Law did, man.
He should have did it.
That's my thing. Just take the surgery, man. Like, what's up with pride? Like, what's up with the pride of not taking the surgery? Just take it to better yourself, man.
See what we need to do.
Stay here all the time.
What we need to do, man, is go and pick up Navarre Bowman, man, and make Sean Lee the defense coordinator since he run all the damn defense schemes anyway.
Well, game changer like that.
Yeah, man. Like he's 29, man. Like he ain't that. I mean, he's old.
I thought he was older than that.
No, he's 29.
Really?
Okay. Well, that's cool then. That's cool. I mean, you know, it's just. I don't know, man. This Sean Lee thing, like I just don't want, like, y'all. If y'all ain't seen All or Nothing, please go watch it, and you will know why the Cowboys went 9-7. Boy, that season was full of shit, boy. Last year was full of shit, man. But yeah, like, you know, my Cowboys family gonna reach. I sent everybody in here the link to y'all Twitter and stuff for my Cowboys family Skype that's coming up. I've been on here 2 hours. I'm dog tired, y'all. I'm about to crash. I want to thank everybody for coming over here, man. My first YouTube chat, the actual video chat with my bro Cowboys Abroad, man. We've been rocking for a minute, man. Like through my Cowboys family channel, bro. I appreciate you coming on, man. Like it was a privilege having you on here, dog. Like, man, I appreciate it. It was an honor, dog. Thank you for coming on, man. I thank you, man. You know, my bro Space Cowboy, he always gonna pop up. South to heaven, man. Yo,
I'm just glad I got to catch the end of this, guys.
Yeah, bro. I'm just glad you follow me, bro. Like for the fall, I need 3 for the fall. For the fall, I need 3. I need Lewis, I need Frederick, and I need Zeke for the fall.
You know we can do it all.
I need them 3, not yet, but I'm just letting you know early. For the fall, I need Jordan Lewis, Zeke, Trash Frederick. Thank you for coming on, bro. Like anytime you see my shit live and you want to come on, let me know. I don't care. I let everybody on. I appreciate your input. I appreciate you coming through. And I like your Cowboys setup you got showing right now. That's dope, man. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. Absolutely, baby. Thank you for coming on. My bro Space Cowboy always come on. Game changer. I thank everybody for watching, man. I'm about to end this thing. I'm dog tired, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Everybody, if you ain't got the link for my Cowboys family Skype for the part 2, it'll be up. I'll send it to everybody in your Skype inbox. I mean, your Twitter inbox. Check it. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out.
All right. Peace out.